The first humans to set foot on Aurelia, 9 didn't expect the planet to feel so alive. Not in the poetic sense, literally alive. The violet grass rippled as if reacting to footsteps, bioluminescent dust fluttered through the air, and the twin moons hung low enough to cast dual shadows. For most of the expedition team, it was terrifying. For Lieutenant Aiden Cross, it was exhilarating. He had always dreamed of discovering something new. What he didn't know was that something new was already watching him. Aiden knelt beside a crystalline stream, scanning the mineral composition when a whisper rippled across his mind. Smooth, melodic, female. Not heard through ears felt. Human. You walk loudly for someone trying to be cautious. Aiden stiffened and spun around, weapon raised, and froze. Standing only a few meters away was a woman unlike anyone he'd ever seen. Her skin shimmered like pale starlight, her hair floated as if underwater, and her golden eyes watched him with absolute amusement. She leaned casually against a silver tree, arms folded, smirking. He lowered the weapon slowly. "You're real. More real than you understand," she purred telepathically, circling him without moving her feet. "You are very far from home, Aiden Cross. How do you know my name?" Her smirk deepened, teasing, playful, provoking. "You think we don't study what falls from the sky into our world? We've been waiting for you. You, specifically." Aiden wasn't sure if he should feel proud, frightened, or insulted. The alien woman stopped directly in front of him, looking him up and down shamelessly. "Humans are smaller than we expected." Aiden blinked. "And you're a lot ruder than I expected." She laughed, a chime-like echo in his skull. The teasing was intentional, probing his reactions, testing boundaries. Before he could respond again, she vanished, as if she had dissolved into particles. Aiden stepped back, heart pounding. "Who are you?" Her voice drifted from everywhere and nowhere. "You may call me Saris. You are the one I choose." Then silence. And that was the moment everything changed. Middle, the pull between curiosity and danger. The human expedition returned to base camp, but Aiden didn't mention Saris. Not yet. He couldn't. He wasn't even sure what he saw. But from that moment, Saris followed him everywhere, not physically, but psychically. During meals, during sleep, during team meetings. Her thoughts slid into his mind like silk. "Still thinking about me? I am flattered, human." He tried ignoring her, to no avail. "You pretend you don't care, yet you return to the stream every day." Aiden did return. Every day. He told himself it was for research, but he knew better. Sometimes she appeared only for a few seconds, just long enough to smirk and vanish again. Sometimes she whispered thoughts into his mind until he was furious, confused, intrigued, addicted to the mystery. She was studying him, testing him, pushing him to react. One day, he snapped. "Why do you keep toying with me? What do you want?" Saris blinked slowly, her head tilted with deliberate mischief. "You finally asked the right question." In a shimmer of light, the scenery around them blurred, and suddenly they weren't near the stream anymore. They were in a vast underground chamber decorated with glowing symbols and towering crystal monoliths. Aiden's knees buckled. "You teleported us?" "Not exactly. Minds move faster than bodies. To understand us, you must stop thinking like a human." Aiden looked around. "Where are we?" Saris stepped closer. "Too close. My people's memory hall. Every great moment of our civilization is recorded here. Every triumph, every mistake, and soon, every threat." The deeper meaning hit him. "You think we're a threat." Saris didn't deny it. "Humans spread. They build. They conquer. And you have just discovered a planet rich beyond imagination. Your leaders will not leave it untouched." She wasn't wrong, and the worst part was she already knew it from his thoughts. "So, what happens now?" Aiden asked, and she teased again, though this time it wasn't humorous. It was chilling. "That depends on whether you give me a reason not to destroy your people before they destroy mine." Escalation, the test. Aiden was no longer dealing with flirting or curious observation. He was facing the weight of two civilizations, and Saris held the trigger. "What do you want from me?" he repeated, softer this time. "Proof. I need to know whether humanity can choose something other than conquest." She extended a hand. "You must see the truth of us, and allow us to see the truth of you." Aiden hesitated. "Is this going to hurt?" Her smile returned, sharp, taunting. "Only if you are weaker than you pretend to be." He grabbed her hand. The world exploded. He saw memories that weren't his, thousands of years of Aurelians thriving, falling, rebuilding. A people who lived by connection rather than competition. A species that survived not through war, but through unity. And then he felt Saris inside his memories. Childhood, space training, the joy of discovery, the disappointment in humanity's hunger for territory, and the deep ache of being misunderstood. Aiden tried to pull back, but Saris held tight. He saw her deepest memory, the moment she watched her people discuss whether humans should be destroyed on first contact, and realized her vote might decide the future. The link broke. Aiden staggered, gasping. Saris looked shaken too, but different. Her eyes weren't mocking now. They were wide, conflicted. "You feel too much. Hope, fear, loyalty, all tangled. You are dangerous because you care." She stepped away, struggling with something internally. "I was prepared to end your species. But now, I am not prepared for the alternative either." The ending, the decision that changed two worlds. Days passed. Aiden returned to the expedition, but he wasn't the same, and neither was Saris. She appeared less often, spoke less, teased less. Something had changed between them, something neither of them understood. One evening, the expedition prepared to send full planetary survey data back to Earth. If transmitted Aurelia, 9 would become a high-priority colonization target. Saris materialized behind him. "Once you send that signal, war between our species becomes inevitable." Aiden clenched his fists. "So, what do you want me to do?" "Betray my planet. I want you to decide who you are when no one is watching." The message started uploading. Aiden stared at the progress bar, at the weight of history resting on one keystroke. He could doom Earth's relationship with Aurelia, or doom Aurelia's safety. Saris watched him silently. No teasing now, no pressure. It was his choice. Aiden exhaled shakily and canceled the transmission. Earth would not discover Aurelia, 9 through greed. Not today. Saris blinked once, and for the first time, she bowed. "Human, you have saved 2 civilizations." Aiden gave a weak laugh. "You're assuming my people won't court-martial me for that." Saris stepped close, so close he felt her breath though she didn't technically breathe. "If they ever learn what you protected, they will honor you, even if they never know why." Aiden met her golden eyes. "Will I see you again?" Saris smiled, softer than ever before. "I teased you once because I thought humans were predictable. I was wrong. Now, I will return not to test you, but to learn you." She touched 2 fingers to his forehead, glowing light blooming outward. "This is not goodbye, Aiden Cross. This is the beginning." And just like their first meeting, Saris vanished. But this time nothing was the same.